Welcome back, everyone, to the Capitals GM Mode special, and we are here to do the Year 3 playoffs for the special. And we're up against the Tampa Bay Lightning here in the first round, and then if we move on, we will continue to simulate the entire playoffs, right? So, here we go. I gotta check a few things before we start. I have a few things I also want to talk about during this video. For one thing, I haven't recorded in a week, obviously. It's funny because in the last video, I did say I wanted to, improve the upload efficiency of the channel because it's kind of slowed down for the past couple months. But this week, it was just so busy, I just couldn't. I was completely full of work and school-related stuff, mainly. So, I just didn't have the time. But that gave you guys plenty of time to catch up on the videos. I noticed the more views on the first part of this special came recently. So, it's good that people have caught up at least. So now we can get this second part out here since I'm free. And I'm sure I will have the third part out the off season probably by Monday or Tuesday. So that's what we're looking at here. So anyway, let's get into the matchup. First round against Tampa Bay. Depending on the length of this video, that will determine really, how far we get in the playoffs. You guys typically know that, right? The longer the video, the farther we go, obviously. So anyway, let's get right into it here. So you guys know our team. It's going to be Ovechkin, Backstrom, Johansson. We got Glenn Krust, Kuznetsov, Burakovsky, Brouwer, Sutter, and Wilson, and Ward, Latta, and Like. So that is the forward group that we're going with for the playoffs. We got Green and Carlson. We have Niskanen and Alsner. We have Moore and Stone. And then, of course, you guys know we have Holtby in the net. But I'm just going to quickly show you guys the power play and penalty kill. I'm not really going to go through it, because I was looking at it earlier so I could kind of refresh my memory, because it has been a few days. Alright. So I'll show you guys Tampa Bay Lightning in a sec. Alright, so Tampa Bay. Let's get to them. Let me grab a drink first, actually. Alright, so Tampa Bay Lightning. They got Kucherov, Stamkos, and Drouin, so that's a pretty good first line right there, especially Stamkos. Palat, Filppula, and Callahan. That's a pretty good second line. Grinder and two playmakers. Then they got Brown, Johnson, and Gagliardi. Johnson is really good there on that third line. The wingers, those are more fourth line guys to me. And then they got Ashton, Boyle, and Killorn, which I don't know why. Boyle and Killorn should be on the third line at least. Kind of makes no sense to me. They have a lot of center depth, which is pretty key for that team here. So they got some center depth, so that's what we know. And we got Hedman and Carl, Colburn and Garrison, then Strawman and Suster. So defensively, they've got Hedman. That's really all that's special to me. Just 91. It's better than any of our defensemen. And then, of course, they got Big Ben Bishop in the net, who's pretty much the same as Holtby. I just got a text message. What does it say? I'll just answer that right there. All right. So let's get into it. So, did I turn the goalie rotation off at the beginning when I was talking, right? Oh, my voice just cracked. That was awkward. When I was talking, still need to check again, though. Because when I was talking, I kind of thought maybe I didn't actually switch it over. Anyway, let's get into this. I don't want this to be extremely long. So, Game 1 in the Verizon Center. Washington Capitals versus Tampa Bay Lightning. Here we go. I have a few things I want to talk about with regards to the NHL. A couple goals early here. Wow. That was actually really quick. So, I have a few things. I have some coaching things to talk about because we know Babcock was hired by the Leafs a while back. It's like a week now, right? And Bilesma just went to the Sabres a couple days ago, yesterday, I do believe. And we got 2 Game 7s, one of them which will be tonight, which is the Rangers and the Lightning, who are playing in the playoffs here, conveniently. Losing 3-1, that's not good. And then, of course, you get the Chicago Blackhawks versus the Anaheim Ducks, right? So, as we get pounded here in Game 1, holy fuck, I want to talk about the Game 7s and the coaches. If there's anything else I can come up with. Johnson had a hat trick. Okay. So that was a pretty bad Game 1 right there. But I do want to talk about these coaches. So, first we'll start with Babcock. I mean, Detroit fans, you guys must be, like, kind of pissed off, really. Just kind of like, the phone never fails to ring. What the fuck? You guys must be kind of pissed off because, that's kind of traitorous, isn't it? It's kind of like a traitor. Stop ringing, phone. That's annoying. It's traitorous. It is. He's been with you for 10 years. I guess he just want the money. I figured it would be a great idea to go to Toronto. In my personal opinion, he's a good coach. I don't think the team may change, but really, I don't think it's going to be much different this year and maybe for the next 2 years. I think they're pretty much going to be the same. They're going nowhere, really, to me. They're just because you have a new coach, maybe your team changes a bit, but in my opinion, you still have the players that are just not up to par with other good teams. So, other teams that are actually good. So, I just feel that it's not going to matter here, right? Okay, but whatever. It'll work in a few years. It just won't work right now. But Kuznetsov gets a big overtime goal here for us in Game 2, so we tie the series here. Kind of just skipped right through the stats and shit there. I keep getting fucking texts. Okay. I hate multitasking right now. It's quite annoying. But anyway, we'll talk more about Babcock later on if I remember. I want to get into Bilesma, but I will do that after this game here. We'll just watch this sim right here because I haven't really paid attention to Game 1 and 2. I know we got thumped in Game 1 here, but Game 2 we came out with an overtime win. We battled back, so I'd like to pay attention to Game 3 here. See what's going on. Come on, boys. Let's keep it going. I really need you here. Really need you to step up. I need Ovi to score. Ovi hasn't been around. All I've seen is Backstrom's face. That's the one face I can remember. Wow. Okay. So they score late, and wow, that's really bad. Can't let them score late like that, boys. Come on. Now we're down 2-1 in the series. This is not good. This is not good at all. This is actually really bad. Tampa Bay Lightning, man, their record, I mean, it's not that good, but their team is really good. So, I don't expect them to just, kind of be pushovers and just let us sweep right through them, right? But, so after we get an early goal, the Tampa Bay Lightning just come out and explode and get 3. Like, that quick. Holy fuck, boys. Come on. Come on. See, we're getting back in this game now. Oh my god, never mind. Stamkos. Oh, what the fuck? Are you kidding me right now? This is going to be like the quickest special of all time. What the fuck? This is going to be the quickest special I've ever done. Every single special I've ever done has gone like to the 3rd or 4th round. But this one right now, it's just looking like we're going to get fucked over. Stamkos scored a hat trick. So we're down 3-1, and the special hasn't even hit 10 minutes. That's really bad. We might have to follow the American Hockey League team if this doesn't go well, right? I mean, we can't really change the lines. I mean, everything's where it is. I want to stick with what we got. We just have to battle through this, boys. Come on. Game 4, we need to win. Or Game 5, down 3-1. This special can't be like 15 minutes. Like, that would be really shitty. Like, that would be the worst special of all time. Like, my channel, that would be the worst one I've ever made. My God. I need some more water. I gotta go fill up my fucking... Goddamn. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, we're back in it. I'm still watching. Fuck! God damn, I'm filling up my water over here in my glass, and I come back and it's 2-1. I come back and it's 3-1. What the fuck? No! Oh my God. Fuck! What a shitty playoffs. Wow. That was so bad. We just lost in round 1. After such a great year. Round 1. And it's all over. Holy fuck. Man, that's really bad. Alright, well, you know what? We're going to go follow the AHL team. I'll talk about the Game 7s in a bit in Bilesma as we follow the AHL team. That's all we fucking got left. What the fuck? How do we lose that? I guess we'll check the stats. See who did what. We just got fucked. Fucked. Like, that was the worst special of all time. Wow. Ay, ay, ay. So, let's take a look at all the stats here. Ovechkin did have 5 points, so did Backstrom, but he only scored once. Alzner had 4 assists, then there was no depth scoring. There was nothing. We did not play well at all. Not well at all. Holtby played like fucking ass. Holy shit. 3.78 goals against average and 876 save percentage. Oh my God. That's horrid. Well, I don't want this special to end this quickly, so I'm going to sim the AHL while I talk about this. So we got Bilesma to talk about. We got the 2 Game 7s. All right, so I'll talk about that for a bit because that unfortunate playoff loss. So anyway, Bilesma the Sabres. This is interesting. It kind of is weird to me. I mean, he said in the interview, he said this. I can't believe he said this, but it kind of makes sense to me when I look at it now. He said that he learned more about hockey from Sidney Crosby than he did coaching Sidney Crosby, which was kind of funny to me because it's like, well, are you really the coach then? Like, Sidney Crosby seemed to be more of the coach. It's just kind of interesting to me that Bilesma would say that. So maybe, hopefully, he could take those experiences and put them into Buffalo, you know? Maybe he could turn them into a good team within the next few years. They need some more players, though, man. They need more, you know? They're just not built for something right now. But they'll get Jack Eichel, who Bilesma did coach the World Championship, which is interesting to me because I would think that that's going to that played a really key factor, I do believe, into the hiring because they know each other. They're both American. Hopefully they, can get along there. They have that relationship already. So maybe that's why they went with Bilesma. Or maybe they just went with Bilesma because, Babcock was gone, right? I was thinking if Bilesma was going to get hired, he was going to go to the New Jersey Devils, mainly because Ray Shiro's there, right? I thought maybe he would kind of, come in and go, I want Bilesma back. We'll get the old team back together from Pittsburgh, I thought that would happen, but apparently not. That's where I thought Bilesma was going to go. I really did think he was going to the New Jersey Devils. That's what I thought. But just went to Buffalo, so, interesting there, interesting. I'd like to hear your guys' opinions on the Babcock situation with the Leafs. Bilesma to the Sabres, I'd like to hear your opinions on that. And I would also like to hear your opinions on what you think the Stanley Cup Finals is going to be. I know the game is tonight, but I'd like to hear what you guys are thinking, right? The Washington Capitals did not have a pretty good year. It just said we had a pretty good year. We did not. So, anyway, we'll talk about 2 Game 7s. So, I'm still going with New York. Okay? They are my cup champ, but I feel like if Chicago makes it to the final, they will beat the Rangers. I think I said this before, but I have to go with my pick, the Rangers, and I have to go with the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks are just the Blackhawks. There's no other way to describe it. They should win Game 7 because they are the Blackhawks. You know what I mean? They have been through so much. They know everything. They know how to play playoff hockey. Now, I'm not saying the Anaheim Ducks do not. I'm saying that the Anaheim Ducks have fallen victim to upsets over the last few years, especially Game 7 upsets. Last year with LA, they had that pretty big upset. You know, they lost. They were up 3-2. They lost Game 6, and then they lost Game 7 as well. It's just the Chicago Blackhawks. That's really the only reason. Chicago will win because they are Chicago. That's my opinion. I know you could say, "What the fuck?" That is the worst. That is the worst way to put that. That is the worst opinion ever. But it's really, that's just my feeling. They'll win because they're the Blackhawks. Now, when we go to the other side of the spectrum, Tampa Bay and New York. New York's my cup champ, so I need them to win, right? But I feel like New York will win just because, I have noticed that the Lightning are getting to Lundqvist a little. They're scoring a lot of goals. I mean, they won that game 7-3. But, I mean, they did get 3 by Lundqvist. And normally when you get 3 by Lundqvist, you're going to win the game, right? So, Lundqvist has to stand on his head for them to win, Game 7 here. He really does. He really does need to stand on his head. And I think he will. I really do think he will. I think he'll shut them down. The Lightning are going to need to rely on everyone. They're going to need Stamkos to get a hat trick. They're going to need Johnson to come out firing. They're going to need Hedman to come out. They're going to need Bishop. Bishop is the key factor for the Lightning if they want to win. They need him to play 100 times better than Henrik Lundqvist. They need him to be on the top of his game. If he does not, they will lose. That's just how I see it. So that's my opinions on the 2 Game 7s. Now, I'll go on, here, let me do this right now. Go on NHL.com, see if there's any other news I could talk about. My opinion, still think it's going to be Chicago and New York in the final. But, here, I'll go on Bleacher Report and see. Let me just look, blah, 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 blah. Sim to the next game. Okay, so are we going to a Game 7 here in the AHL? We are going to a Game 7. We might get upset by these guys, the Albany Devils. I mean, we were upset by Tampa there. But, I mean, they are better. Tampa Bay is better than Washington, in my opinion. They really are. Look at the players they had. Their forward group just had more depth than us. That's why we lost. But you guys obviously will leave your opinions below what we should do for the offseason because that was the quickest special ever, and I'm sure you guys were shocked because really, I'm not really showing it right now, but I am pretty shocked that we lost the first round, especially in 5 games. I thought we could go further. And obviously, I'm a man of my word. I'm not just going to, record this and go, that was shit. Let's redo the playoffs because that was a first round exit. We need to at least get to the 3rd round for it to be a good special, right? No, I'm not doing that. I never do that. Some people actually ask me that. If you lose, do you just go back in and, do it again? People actually ask me that. No, I do not. I actually just record once. If we lose, we lose. We win, right? So, none of that bullshit. So, obviously, I'm not doing that for this special. We were just upset in the AHL here too, so really it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. We're not the only ones here. Both the AHL and NHL team were upset in the first round. So I'm trying to make this special a little bit longer for you guys, just so it's not too short. I hope you guys enjoy hearing me ramble. So, I guess we could take a look at awards and stuff like that, since this is going to be really quick. The draft will still be in the next episode. I will still do the draft, and we'll look at the what else will we look at? We'll look at the draft. We'll do the retirement and all that. You see, we'll do the re-sign stage and the free agency. So we'll just do awards in this one to add to it, because normally I would do that in the next one, but I want to add something to this, right? Need to add something. I don't even remember where we were going for scouting. We are kind of all over the place. We'll go 3 weeks. Alright, so I'll look at Bleacher Report here, see what we got. Most clutch? Hey, look at this. Most clutch NHL Game 7 performances of the 2000s. Ranking them, alright. So, let me read this. Your current contract with the Washington Capitals has expired, but it's a no-brainer for us to offer you a renewal. Well, yeah, we won a fucking Stanley Cup. Washington... Like, Tampa Bay only expected 40 wins. What the fuck? It makes no sense to me. Oh, wow. I thought it would end by now. Alright, so let's see. Honorable mentions. No, I just want the top 8 performances. So Patrice Bergeron, 2013 Game 7 performance against Toronto, 2 goals and assist. Alright. Justin Williams, 06, goal, 2 assists, Eastern Conference Finals against Buffalo. Jeremy Roenick, 2 goals, 2 assists, 2008. Yaroslav Alak, 2010, 41 saves against Capitals. And what do you know? The Stanley Cup champions are Los Angeles Kings. The Grand Rapids Griffins win the Calder Cup. Let me read this first before we move on. I'm kind of interested. Tim Thomas, 2011, versus the Canucks Stanley Cup Final. Ruslan Fedotenko, 2 goals, 04 when Tampa won. Mike Rupp, a goal and 2 assists in the Stanley Cup Final against Anaheim. 03 New Jersey Devils. And the number 1, my boy, Max Talbot, 2 goals, Stanley Cup to win against the Red Wings. So, there you go. Just something interesting to put in there. So anyway, we got our Stanley Cup champ, Calder Cup champ here. Let's look at some stats. Let's look at see where everyone went. I'm kind of tricking you guys in a sense, because when it's a longer video, when it's a special, you assume we go farther in the playoffs, but really it's not going to be that way, because I'm tricking you right now. I'm fooling you. Fooling you guys, because we're already eliminated. So I guess we'll just take a look at awards and the playoff tree. I don't want to move any further. So the LA Kings defeated the Columbus Blue Jackets in 5 games in the Stanley Cup Final. So as we go over the Eastern Conference, we have Columbus in 6, all right, then they won in 6 again, then they won in 5 over Tampa. So Tampa went all the way to the Eastern Conference Final, all right. So Pitt swept Philly, lost to Tampa. Tampa beat us in 5, which was really sad. All right, so that was the Eastern Conference. Move on to the Western Conference now. Calgary and Vancouver. All right, so LA to win the Stanley Cup. Beat Edmonton 7. They beat Calgary in 5. They beat LA in 6, or not LA, Minnesota in 6. Minnesota reached the Eastern or Western Conference Final. Sorry, they beat Dallas. They beat Chicago. All right, interesting Stanley Cup Final. Kind of weird. And I'm not going to really go over the AHL playoffs. I'm just going to show them right here. It's not really that big of a deal. It's just something to extend the length of this video a little bit. Alright, so we'll take a look at awards in this one. Normally I would do it in the next one, but we'll do it now because, fuck it, right? Alright, so we won the Stanley Cup year 1. Year 2, we didn't make the playoffs. San Jose won. Year 3, Stanley Cup went to the LA Kings. Which was this year, of course. We're taking a look here. The President's Trophy, we won it this year. Chicago in year 1, Pittsburgh in year 2. Yeah, we know all this bullshit. Sadly, remember the Philadelphia Flyers, Voracek won both the Hart and Art Ross. I saw that on the screen before we entered here. That's very disappointing, actually. I don't like the Flyers. They don't deserve to win. So we got Duncan Keith, who was stripped of his 4th consecutive Norris for Morgan Riley. I wonder what overall he is now. I kind of want to know. He normally gets like a 90, right? Parise won the Lady Byng. All right. Sorry there, just need a drink. Nylander with the Calder. Nylander. Quick with the Conn Smythe. All right. The Vezina Trophy went to Jonathan Quick as well. The William M. Jennings Trophy went to Braden Holtby. 2 years now. 2 years. Bill Masterton Memorial Trophy went to Eric Johnson. Remember, that award is always a defenseman when you sim. It's fucking dumb. Datsuk wins the Selk for a 3rd consecutive year. Him and Taves, they always battle for that award, man. Lindsay Award went to Voracek as well. Fuck the Flyers, right? Gotta hate them. Alexander Ovechkin, for the 2nd time in the GM mode, 2nd time in 3 years, has led in goals with the Maurice Richard. And, of course, we go to the American Hockey League, and the Calder Cup winners are the Grand Rapids Griffins. So, with that said, it's almost 30 minutes. I tricked you guys because we didn't actually go that far in the playoffs. This is where we're going to end it. We're going to stop it here. Let me know in the comment section what needs to be done for this team for the year 3, part 3 special, right? What do I need to do? Any trades I should make, anything like that? What should we do with the draft? I'm sure we're going to have quite a few players coming up next year. What do we do in the re-sign stage and free agency, right? All this good stuff. I want you guys to know. I did the awards right now, of course, so we can kind of fill in some time here. We got upset in the AHL playoffs and the NHL. We got beat out in the first round, Tampa Bay in 5. It's not very good. I normally, when I do a special, we at least go to the 3rd round. But clearly this team was not built properly to go that far. We just fucked up. We looked like a good team, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be. So, anyway, with that said, I'm just going to go through here and make sure there's nothing else I can go over. Guess not really. Here, I'll show you guys scouting. Show you guys that so then you can get an idea of where everyone's going, right? So there's Matthews. He is a right wing sniper. Yeah, was he? He was right wing. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we got him there. Just showing you guys where people are projected to go, so then you guys could see what we got here. And then I will show you guys Scouting Central, which has the numbers beside them. Makes more sense, right? Matthews is slated to go at number 5 because there's a bunch of goalies. That probably won't happen. So I don't know this guy. I've never seen him before in a GM mode. Anthony Beauvillier. I don't know how to pronounce that. He's 20 years old. I've never seen him in GM mode before, so that's kind of interesting. Austin Matthews, of course, was created by me. He's supposed to go in last year's draft, but anyway. Yeah. So there you guys go. There's the rankings. Here's everything. So I want your opinions on everything so I can get the 3rd part out by Monday or Tuesday. Preferably Monday. So I want your opinions on everything. What was wrong with this team? What went wrong? Everything was just fucked in the playoffs. We won game 2 and then we just lost 3 in a row, right? It just didn't work out. So leave your comments down below what you think about Bilesma being hired, what you think about Babcock, what you think about the game 7s, what you think about, this GM mode, what you think about what we should do in the off season. Let me know all that great stuff that we talked about. And sorry if I dragged this out longer than it needed to be. I'm sure some of you guys are probably really pissed off about that. But, I do what I do. I had fun doing this, just talking about other shit as well. So let me guys know what you think. And I'm going to stop rambling now. Again, I apologize. But But I tricked ya. I tricked y'all. This video is actually we're not in the finals. We didn't win. Haha. Fuck you. It's a pretty big fuck you, I guess. But anyway, I know you guys really don't care. But I will see you guys in the next video. We're reaching the 30-minute mark here, so I'm gonna end it. Bye bye.